Okay, answering a quick question, what is synchronicity and why is synchronicity important is what it should really be, the question should be about. Now, synchronicity was developed by Carl Jung, and the idea and the concept revolves around that you see things that are related or interrelated with a sense of causality that goes beyond that of being merely a coincidence. There's a meaningful real connection between both. So it's not like a coincidence. It's just like when you think about something that pops into your head, or you see something that you're just dealing with. It's much deeper than that. Now, a synchronicity could be, you could be going to a certain place on a certain date, and you buy the train ticket, and the train ticket number, you might be going on your birthday, and the train ticket number might be your date of your birthday. And that's a coincidence, but it's meaningful because you might have put an emotional connection into that. You may be involved in something regarding a specific subject or topic, and you start noticing something to do with it everywhere. So say you're interested in dolphins, you start seeing dolphin imagery everywhere, not necessarily seeing dolphins in the sea, but dolphins in, you might pass a place, you might be coming past a place one day called, you're in the middle of all this thought, you turn the corner, the Dolphin Cafe. You might go to a place called Dolphin Street you didn't know existed. You might find yourself going to do something you wanted to say. You did a painting of Alice in Wonderland, or a sculpture or something, and you think they've really done it this time. This could be the start of me and my art career. You suddenly end up on a street called Alice Street, and you're there for a reason. You're there to meet somebody about the artwork. I'm not getting you the best of connections now, but it eventually, when you start doing it, it's like a muscle. You start happening you all the time. The universe is playing with you. It's giving you a signal. It's one of the key factors in building your magical self, along with seeing and developing a sense of allegory and noticing the psychic weather. An important one is synchronicity. A coincidence that has a deeply meaningful resonance that goes beyond just regular causality. Now, when this gets to this situation, you get synchronicity that becomes almost like chaos magic, in terms of it can't be real, it's just too good. A good one is the famous 9/11 one with what's his name, Bart Simpson's holding up the bus ticket, and it says 9/11, and there's the New York Towers. Another one is the Kek thing, when it was discovered that Kek was an ancient Egyptian god, and also appeared as an image on a hieroglyph that looked like a person sitting in front of a PC waging, and it was all part of the chaos magic war against Hillary Clinton. And that's when you knew that she was doomed, because the universe was against her. The universe was against her. And when it gets to that level, it becomes almost something like a synchro-mysticism. It almost becomes a mystical sense of awareness. And then you're really flying, because then you're finding out that the universe is malleable. The universe has a flexibility that you can play with. And it is magic. Now, it comes from the quantum realm, and it happens. It's like quantum computers, where they do calculations, throw them off into another dimension, and they come back solved. It's the same thing. It's the same amazing experience. Now, there was some guys a few years ago, they were on Type 1 Radio Lock, the Sync Book guys, and they're still going, and they had a great idea to really push this idea of synchro-mysticism, and made some very good videos about it, and did some stuff, but I think too many people got involved in that. And that was the problem there, and it just became, it's one of these, too many cooks spoiled the broth, even though they all had something to bring. I think synchronicities are a very personal experience. Even when they're having a societal effect, it's still a personal thing. It took one person to notice the Bart Simpson 9/11 thing. It takes, and that person was probably almost certainly developing their synchronistic awareness by noticing and paying attention to synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that go way beyond the scope of just, oh, that's neat. And that's what it is. You have to really pay attention to them. Like, I'll give you another one. There was a guy who was going out with a girl called Rowan, right? You are worrying if Rowan is the right girl for your friend. And you're walking down the street and suddenly you find yourself surrounded by rowan trees. And the rowan trees are full of berries, suggesting abundance, suggesting fertility. Then there's a good chance that your friend Rowan is the right person for the girl. Rowan is the right girl for your friend. You may have a third or a further one where you walk down a road and you'll see something called Unity Street. You turn a corner and you see an ad for a wedding chapel. You see, and it all goes bing, 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 and you never knew this before, never paid attention. You might have walked down the street and never seen it. The causality is far beyond that of just being random, and that's your synchronicities. And that's why they're so important, and you must pay attention because it's part of the ability to hack open the universe, and it's one of the key skills of building your magical consciousness. Take care.